Welcome back to the news at 10. The former Minister of State for Defence, Musliu Obanikoro, has been released from the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. He was released about a few hours ago after fulfilling his bail condition, which included providing to federal directors as sureties and depositing his Nigerian and American passports at the EFCC. Senator Obanikoro last week paid the sum of 400,000 naira to the federal government as part of payment for the sum of 480 million naira that he allegedly collected from the former advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki. Women in Management's Business and Public Service, WIMBIS, have held the final part of their 15th annual conference in Lagos today. The meeting tacked the next frontier, new landscape, new possibilities, explore traditional male-dominated business ventures where women can begin to make a headway.
The female folk are being challenged more by the day, not to expect success to be served to them on a platter of gold, but to take their place in the modern world by dint of hard work.
Women have made inroads in oil and gas, medicine and engineering. So what's the next frontier?
Find your voice and use it. What a wonderful, wonderful...
The president of Women in Mining in Nigeria believes that her sector, which is almost untapped, is a field of opportunity.
Let's not allow that gap that existed in the oil and gas sector, where women are just trying in the corporate unit. Now go to the field and make the money.
Value-added and support service needs could create hundreds of jobs.
There's accommodation required, there's food required in the mines, because we employ, for instance, in my company, about 7,500 mining people.
For those who still retain a little fear of delving in,
as long as you continue to meet expectations and communicate with the investors, take them on that journey, they will support you when you need it.
And from a non-Nigerian who would see enterprising women succeed comes a word of advice.
You must be prepared to organize yourselves into a lobby group, a very strong lobby group. Women are better in managing funds. I leave my money with a woman than with a man. Secondly, and most importantly, find yourself in the corridors of power. Be involved in politics.
After 15 years of empowering women, WIMBIS is still making an impact.
Absolutely. I'm ready to, clean off all this makeup, roll my hair into a bun or whatever, wear my boots and go right in there.
Every year, I've been coming for 15 years, and every year you learn something new.
Let the ones who stay be the ones to get the prize.
The 15th annual conference is over, and these women are set to make a bigger dent in the glass ceiling, not forgetting best practices and the power of standing up for each other. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.
Welcome to Sports News. Yaya Toure has apologized to the Manchester City management team and pledged his future to the club. Toure has not played since August after Pep Guardiola revealed that the Ivorian will not be selected again unless his agent apologized to disparaging comments about his club. This morning, Toure issued a statement saying, "I wish to apologize on behalf of myself and those who represents me to the management team and all those working at the club for the misunderstanding from the past. My agent's statements do not represent my views on the club or the people who work there. I have nothing but respect for Manchester City and only wish them all the best." End of quote. Meanwhile, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi lead the contenders on the 23-man shortlist for the 2016 Best FIFA Men's Player Award. Real Madrid quartet of Gareth Bale, Toni Kroos, Sergio Ramos and Luka Modric were also shortlisted. Messi is joined by Barcelona teammates Luis Suarez, Neymar and Andres Iniesta. More on football. The Bolivian Football Association, FBF, has been sanctioned for fielding ineligible player during the 2018 World Cup qualifier between Bolivia and Peru on September the 1st and between Chile and Bolivia on September the 6th. Both matches are declared to be forfeited and awarded 3-0 in favor of Peru and 3-0 in favor of Chile, with the FBF also receiving a total fine of $12,400. Those are the stories in the world of sports. The rest of the news continues in just a moment.
Kenya has deported the spokesman for the former vice president of South Sudan, Riek Machar, after cancelling his visa. Reports say James Dack was deported to South Sudan's capital, Juba, on Thursday evening. It's believed he was kicked out of the country for posting comments on Facebook that supported the sacking of a Kenyan commander who was the head of the UN peacekeeping mission in South Sudan. Lieutenant General Kimani Ondieki was dismissed on Tuesday after UN reports revealed that its troops had failed to help aid workers after their compound was attacked in July. Mr. Machar has condemned the arrest and deportation, saying that the action violates the Geneva Convention. Meanwhile, Iraqi government forces have battled their way into another suburb of Mosul, the northern city, held for more than 2 years by the Islamic State group. The troops broke through ISIS defenses and reached the eastern district of Al-Zahra, which they say is now 90% under their control. Special forces have been fighting the jihadists in the streets and alleys. And the main news again. A fresh panel constituted by the Appellate Court's President on appeals emanating from the Ondo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party commenced sitting today. Also today, the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, dismissed insinuations in some quarters of a frosty relationship between the Executive and the National Assembly. And as the Paris Climate Agreement officially takes off today, the European Union has challenged Nigeria to fight climate change and offered to provide the needed support. That's it on the news at 10. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night and have a great weekend ahead.